Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. And the Sooners will kick it away and start us off. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first swing today. And there's the star running back jogging out of the field. He is trying to add to his huge highlight reel, Kurt.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything. Vision, speed, power. He can diagnose a defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play.
While taking a shot on the very first play. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And it's just flat dropped on 3rd down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a 4th down call. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Here's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
2nd down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. The receiver makes the grab. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Grab behind the line. It's Mitchell. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. So incomplete pass on second down sets up a third and inches. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pocket breaking down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. It's Rashada. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Great job here by the defense of sniffing out this screen. You can see the defensive linemen, the linebackers, everybody running to that running back. Because of that team pursuit, it's a big loss to the defense.
But he's got some space here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. It moves to second down. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got it. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Launches downfield. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball at the 34. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Outside this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Oh, what a move to break into the clear. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Tuggle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Georgia has moved into the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Back to throw. It's Rashada. Caught near the goal line. They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Dogs come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Can you say methodical? Marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Escapes the pocket. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. They'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
So, 2nd down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Hawkins. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big man and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
21, Georgia, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And this one marked down at the 20.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
Caught near the sideline. It's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Getting set. Here's second down. To the air, it's Hawkins. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. The Sooners will crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So it's first down, but then just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. And they get the second half started with their running play. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the back gets the football. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They keep the drive going. It's a first out at the 46.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary and potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Really a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they get him down after the completion. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Sooners will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down. The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's White. Good enough for the first down to the 37. A new set of downs after that completion.
And that's a first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. The Oklahoma offense is back back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back.
Running back brought down on the play at the 11-yard line. Second down coming up.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. He's got it for a big gain. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Back to pass. It's Rashada. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now. The offense really clicking here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Snags the quick throw. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the Bulldogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
The pass rush closing in. Nearly intercepted in the end zone. Couldn't quite hang on. Does set up 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And he's got it. So they convert the two-point conversion, get it back to a two-score game to keep their slim hopes alive. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Using his legs here, he'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. He's going for a big play downfield. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football in vertical shots to boot.
The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped.
The ball is loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And this one is getting ugly. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Quick completion to the tight end. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Who makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The Bulldogs will line up to boot it away. Back out to punt for the fourth time today. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And it's a kneel down. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, you've got a dangerous football team.